Let's be honest, if you clicked on this video, that probably means that your level of redstone is not so great. But don't worry, I am here to help you become a redstone genius. Now, there's a lot of crucial things to consider when you start learning redstone. First of them obviously being, you will not learn redstone overnight. It doesn't come to your mind overnight. You can't just learn it overnight. You have to practice night after night, the redstone after redstone dusts and pistons, and we will talk everything about that in this video. So yeah, just remind yourself of that, because if you think this is a very easy one night job, you're wrong. So first of all, you need to imagine redstone as the electricity of Minecraft. It really helps you understand the system we're gonna talk about today. Let's start with some basics, shall we? So, if you want your redstone contraption to work, you obviously need some energy. And those blocks are just that. Like some examples. The redstone torch, the lever, the button, and even the redstone block are all energy blocks for redstone. They activate and can always deactivate the redstone contraption. Now, the second part of the redstone circuit is the redstone, like I like to call them, transistors, or you can call them whatever you want. It's the blocks that you need, the items that you need to transmit from the redstone signal from one place to another. And last but not least, we have the redstone receivers, which are blocks that once they get the redstone signal, they will put their efforts into great use. If you understand everything, put the machine, the whole circuit to the test. You will need, obviously, a redstone energy block item, some redstone for the connection between the two, and a redstone receiver. And as you can see, it does work. It works with any receiver whatsoever. Yeah. So in conclusion, I want to say, these three parts are the most important. Without these three parts, if one part is missing, you're missing the whole circuit, it will not work. So you need the three parts. It's very important. It's just some basics, but if you know the basics, guys, you know everything in Minecraft. I mean, yeah, probably. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This series will teach you on redstone repeaters and all those difficult stuff, comparators, just learning how to use redstone in Minecraft. And yeah, guys, are you ready to become geniuses in Minecraft? I hope so. Goodbye, and check out my other vids. Come on. Welcome back everyone to yet another redstone lesson. This time it's all about redstone repeaters. Just before we start, if you are enjoying this type of content, then make sure to subscribe for more of the same. Now we're gonna talk about three main uses of the redstone repeater. Some of the big redstoners say it's the most important block in redstone. Let's find out if it is. Let's go. Let's go over to the simplest use of the redstone repeater. So now, if you flick this lever, as you can see, the redstone goes until 15 blocks. So if you want to extend that distance, you just gotta put the repeater down between the end of the redstone and the rest of the redstone, and it will add 15 more blocks to your redstone collection. So yeah, this is the basic redstone repeater use. If you're building some working computers in Minecraft, this is very useful for you. Now, one thing about redstone repeaters you might not know is that they slow down the redstone circuit. So I like to call that like slow down points. So if you don't touch the repeater, it has a 0.05 second slowdown. If you touch it one time, it has a 0.10. Then if you touch it two times, 0.15, and until the last time, which is 0.20. Let me show you. Now what I did here is I just did a simple redstone circuit with 3 entrances, one with 0.05 tick, one with 0.15 tick, and one with 0.20 tick. So the 0.05 is on the left. Now if I flick the lever, you can already see that repeater with the less tick is going to receive the redstone signal first. Now if you believe that is useless, I don't think so, because you can do things like I did in my redstone world, just like that, and it's pretty fun, right? Now on to the last use of the redstone repeater. As you can see, if you flick this lever, it will not go through the block. But if you put the repeater down, it will. So if you have walls and you want to play with redstone with walls, I don't know, there's some weird people in this world. So yeah, go ahead. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed these redstone repeater tips and tricks, and I will see you next time. We have a redstone clock video on Friday. Tune up for that. Come on legends, let's go some Minecraft. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today is all about these bad boys, the redstone comparators. Let's get it! If you are enjoying these kind of redstone lessons, just hit the subscribe button below, it is really appreciated. You might think this is a very complicated block in Minecraft, but it isn't. I will show you in this video. Now, the comparator has two modes. When the torch on the front is lit, it is called the subtraction mode, and when it's not lit, it's called the compare mode. Let's study the compare mode, shall we? Now as you can see, 2 blocks behind the comparator, we have a source, and we have a source also on the left with 1 space. If you are confused by what's happening on screen, let me explain. So basically the comparator is comparing the redstone it's getting from the sides with the redstone signal it is getting from the back. So if the redstone signal from the back is weaker than the one it's getting from the sides, then the redstone won't flow through. But if the redstone signal from the back is stronger or equal to the one from the sides, the redstone will go through the comparator. Careful though, the more the lever is next to the comparator, the more the redstone signal is powerful. Now, comparators in any mode can detect the emptiness of the cauldron. So, if it's half empty, it's 2, super empty, it's 1, and full, it's 3 redstone lamps. It can also detect chest fullness. So the more you put in a chest, the more it will light up the place. Let's go over to the subtraction mode. So the subtraction mode is basically a calculator. So basically here I wrote some numbers which are basically the redstone force, which is basically how many blocks you can travel from the lever next to the lamp. You will get it. So what it does, it takes the signal force of the back and subtracts it with the signal force of the sides. So I did a classic 13 minus 8, which obviously equals 5, and if you don't believe me, just watch. It pulls off 5 pistons, only 5, no more. Now I hope you enjoyed this video, and obviously for more content like this, put a comment and obviously go down and subscribe. It is really appreciated. Go hit a like, go tell your friends, because you are legends, guys. You're the best. Come on, keep yourself up, and I will see you next time. Don't cheat on your math test. Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another lesson on this channel. Today it's all about the observers. Stay tuned, it is very interesting. I have to admit, the observer is a really weird block, but it's really interesting. Now, as you can see, it has a face and a butthole, but what does that mean? Basically, the face of the observer observes the different faces of the block it is facing to, and each time outputs a quick redstone signal. Now, this can detect also hoeing, dirt regrowing, and pistons getting pushed into the face of the observer. If you think this is useless, let me show you. So, as you can see, if I flick this lever, all the pistons get activated. Let me explain all of this. So basically, when you flick the lever, the redstone will change the block the observer is facing to, and the main observer will then connect with all the other observers facing the right way. I will have a tutorial on that a bit later, and yeah, it just transmit the signal directly to the blocks, which will transmit the signal directly to the pistons. So this is good for a wood farm, this is good for a cobblestone farm, and this can be all infinite. This can be 150 on 150. Crazy madness, you know. This works with any receiver whatsoever, with a lamp, with a everything. So you can make beautiful light patterns and droppers dropping everything, you know, pistons pushing millions tons of wood, you know. This just comes to your creativity, you know. This is very useful with farms and everything, I'm telling you. Now, to sum it up, the observer is a bit weird of a block in redstone, but it's very useful. Once you have this little machine here, it helps with traps, farms, light patterns, everything you want. Come on, legends, have a good day. I sign off. Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another lesson. This lesson is dedicated to the droppers and the dispensers, their differences and their similarities. But before you are starting to experiment, you need to know which one is which one. So the smiley face is the dropper and the round mouth is the dispenser. Let's go over to the similarities, shall we? So as you can see, if I put items into the dropper and the dispenser and activate them with a piston, it will drop the item. So basically their similarities are that when they receive a redstone signal, they drop a item which is in them. Now if I put a water bucket into the dropper and a water bucket into the dispenser and push the button, you can see that the dropper actually drops the item, but the dispenser puts it into use. So what does this mean? So basically the dropper just drops the item, but the dispenser, if the item can be used in some way, it uses it. Now this works with some usable blocks like arrows, shears, and much more. So I didn't want the dropper to be left out, so here's a cool thing you can do. You can take whichever items you want. You can put them into the dropper, and it will get you a item randomizer. Now you can tell me, oh Augustus, there is only redstone coming out. Well, maybe that's because there is like 60% redstone in the dropper. So you can use this as basically as a test your luck thing, you know. So in conclusion, the dropper and the dispenser are very similar blocks, but also a bit different with a little bit of extra details. So the dispenser, if the block is good for use, puts it into use, but the dropper just drops the item. Thank you everyone so much for watching this tutorial, this lesson, whatever. I just wanna say thank you for the support lately. We hit 40 subs. I appreciate that very much. And yeah, have a good day. Sub if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.